Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Everyone, this time I will presentation to you all transmission line parameters. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Akbar. I'm from class Basic of Electric Power System B, and my student ID number is 2010953001. And my supporting lecturer is Mr. Aulia ST M. Ing. Next, I will explain to you all a little about transmission line. Uh, so, transmission line is a medium used to transmit electric power from the generator station or power plant to the distribution station to the consumers who use electricity. Electric power is transmitted by a conductor material that flows the type of electrical transmission line. An electric transmission line has four parameters that affects its ability to function as part of a power system, namely resistance, inductance, capacitance, and conductance. These parameters are one of the main considerations in planning the transmission line. Next, first, resistance. Each electrical conductor provides resistance or resistance to the flow of electric current, and this is called resistance. The resistance of the transmission line conductor is the most important cause of power loss in the transmission line. Uh, as you can see, this is the equation of resistance, which is P is conductivity resistance, L is long, and A is cross-sectional area. To calculate the amount of resistance in the conducting wire, the above equation is used. The greater the resistance of the conductor and the larger the conductor wire, the greater the resistance. However, when alternating current flows through a conductor, the current density in the conductor is distributed unevenly because it tends to move toward the outside of the cross-section. Calculation of the total resistance of a transmission line is determined by the type of conductor the manufacturer. Usually, the manufacturer will provide a table of the electrical characteristics of the conductor he makes, including the conductor AC resistance value in unit of km or international standard or MI or American standard. The resistance value is also affected by temperature, shown by the following equation. So, as you can see, this is equation of resistance affected by temperature, where R1 and R2 is the resistance at temperature T1 and T2, and alpha is the coefficient the temperature of the resistance, the value of which depends on the material of the conductors. Next, I will explain about the inductance. The inductance of a line consisting of conductor in the same states across all fiber is identically dividing the average current governing the ring. This method can be extended so that it applies to the type of conductors containing fibers of different size. In a conductor, where carrying a current that varies with time, a magnetic field will arise. When the magnetic field with constant permeability causes the flux to flow, the magnet will be directly proportional to the current, so that the voltage across the inductance is directly proportional to the change in current with time. So, as you can see, this is the equation of inductance, which is L is circuit inductance, GMD is geometric mean radius, and GMR is geometric mean radius, mean gain. Next, the capacitance. The capacitance of a transmission line is the result of the potential difference between the conductors, but between conductors and between conductors and ground. Capacitance cause the conductor to be charged, as happens on the plates of a capacitor when there is a potential difference between them. To determine the value of the capacitance between the conductors is determined by the following equation. So this is a first equation to the capacitance of transmission line. If the line is supplied by a transformer having the center plate ground, the potential difference between the two conductors and the capacitance to ground or capacitance to neutral is the charge on the conductor per unit potential difference between the conductor and the ground. So the capacitance to neutral for the line and wire is twice the capacitance between the conductors. So this is the equation number 2 of capacitance, which is CAB is capacitance between conductors A to B, and CAN is capacitance between conductors and ground. K is permeability of the electric material. D is distance between conductors. R is radius between conductors. This equation can also be used to determine the capacitance of three-phase line with the same separation distance. If the conductors on the three-phase line are not separated by the same distance, the capacitance of each phase to neutral is not the same. However, for the usual arrangement of conductors, the asymmetry of the untransposed lines is very small. So the calculation of the capacitance can be carried out as if all the lines were transposed. The last one, I will explain about the conductance. So, conductance is a measure of the ability of a material to conduct electric charge, and in the SI standard have the unit Siemens. Conductance is the reciprocal of resistance. The conductance value is inversely proportional to the resistance value, or R. A large conductance value indicates that the material is able to conduct current well, but a low conductance value indicate that the material is difficult to conduct a charge. This is a conductance equation. G equal 1 divide R, which is G is conductance of material and R is resistance of material. Conductance is affected by temperature. In a metal, the conductance decreases with increasing temperature, but in the semiconductor, the conductance increased with increasing temperature. Maybe that all presentation from me about transmission line parameter. I'm sorry if there any mistake. I will end it with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.